My beloved child, come closer and listen carefully to me. I wasn't going to tell you this yet. I had planned to let time unfold it gently. But you deserve to know. You have been carrying questions in your heart, and you have wondered if I have been silent on purpose. You have felt something shifting, something unseen moving beneath the surface of your life. And you are right. This moment is not accidental. You did not find this message by coincidence. I brought you here because your heart has been restless, and you have been asking me for clarity. What I am about to reveal will change the way you see your current struggle. It will change how you interpret the delay, the closed doors, and the quiet seasons. Do not skip past this. Do not brush this aside. What you are about to hear is connected to the very prayer you whispered when no one else was around. I heard it. I remember it. And now I am answering it. You thought I was holding back from you, but I was holding something for you. There is a difference. Before I go further, pause with me. If your spirit feels this stirring, let it be known. Like this video as a sign that your heart is open. Share it with someone who feels forgotten or confused, because they need to hear my voice too. In the comments, write, "I'm listening, Father," so you anchor yourself in this moment. And if you desire to keep hearing me speak into your life, subscribe and stay near. I am building something here, and you are part of it. And now listen closely. You have been interpreting my silence as distance. You have been wondering if you missed something, if you failed somewhere, if you somehow stepped outside of my plan. That quiet fear has been whispering to you at night. But I tell you now, I was not withdrawing from you. I was preparing something that required your trust before your understanding. And because you have remained, even in confusion, because you kept walking even without full clarity, you deserve to know. I have been working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet see. My beloved child, I see what you have been carrying. You have smiled in front of others while your heart felt heavy. You have said, "I'm fine," when inside you were tired of being strong. There have been moments when you questioned yourself quietly, wondering why the season feels longer than you expected. You have replayed conversations in your mind. You have examined your own decisions. You have asked yourself if you somehow delayed what I promised. I was there for every one of those thoughts. I saw the nights when sleep would not come easily because your mind would not slow down. I heard the prayers you did not even finish because you did not know how to put your feelings into words. I felt the weight of your disappointment when things did not unfold the way you hoped. And I want you to know something clearly. Your struggle did not surprise me, and your questions did not offend me. You have been afraid to admit that part of you felt forgotten. Not completely abandoned, but quietly overlooked. You wondered if others were moving forward while you stood still. You compared your timeline to theirs. You tried to measure your progress by what you could see. And when the evidence did not match your expectation, your heart grew discouraged. But my beloved child, I have never measured your life by comparison. I know how deeply you care. I know how much effort you have put into trying to do what is right. I know the discipline it took for you to remain patient when you wanted to rush ahead. I know the restraint you showed when you could have forced an outcome. You may think those moments were small, but I saw them as sacred. There is also something you have not told anyone. Beneath the surface of your strength, there has been a quiet fear that maybe nothing is changing. That maybe this is all there is. That maybe you have already reached the limit of what is possible for you. You have not spoken this aloud because you are afraid of sounding ungrateful. But I know. And I am not disappointed in you for feeling this way. You are human, and you are learning to trust beyond what you can see. That is not weakness. That is growth. You have been carrying more internally than anyone around you realizes. The responsibility, the expectations, the pressure to stay hopeful, the desire not to let anyone down. Sometimes it feels like you are the one holding everything together. But hear me now, you are not holding your life together alone. I am. Even in your confusion, you did not walk away from me. Even in your questions, you kept listening. Even in your exhaustion, you continued forward. That matters more than you know. My beloved child, now I will tell you what you could not see. You believed my silence meant hesitation. You assumed that because I did not move when you expected, I must have been withholding something good from you. But I was not withholding blessing. I was withholding harm. I was shielding you from outcomes that would have looked right in the moment but carried weight you were not meant to bear. You asked me for open doors, and I closed some instead. You thought that meant rejection. It was protection. You thought the delay meant you were unqualified. It meant you were being prepared. There were conversations I prevented. There were opportunities I slowed down. There were attachments I quietly loosened from your life. You saw loss. I saw alignment. You saw distance. I saw redirection. What felt like something slipping away was often me gently removing what could not go where you are headed. You have been measuring my faithfulness by visible progress. But I do some of my greatest work in hidden places. Roots grow underground before branches ever stretch into the light. Foundations are laid before walls can stand strong. You were looking for fruit, while I was strengthening your foundation. And here is the correction you need to hear, spoken with love. Stop assuming that delay equals denial. Stop interpreting every pause as punishment. I do not punish my beloved child by confusing them. I refine them by strengthening them. There were parts of you that needed steadiness before elevation. There were habits I was teaching you to release. There was resilience forming in you that could not have developed if everything had come easily. If I had answered every prayer immediately, you would have gained the blessing but missed the growth. And the growth is what will sustain the blessing. You also believed that if something did not work out, it must have been your fault. You replayed your mistakes and magnified them. But hear me clearly, not every closed chapter is the result of failure. Sometimes it is simply the end of what was never meant to be permanent. I have not been correcting you to shame you. I have been guiding you to protect you. There is a difference. You asked me for clarity, but clarity often comes after trust. You asked me for certainty, but certainty grows through surrender. I am not distant from you. I am deliberate with you. What you are walking through is not random. It is refinement. It is alignment. It is preparation. And now that you understand this, you can stop fighting the season you are in. You can breathe again. You can trust that even when you did not understand my hand, my heart toward you never changed. My beloved child, lift your heart and rest in my presence, for I am strengthening you even now. Nothing you have endured has been wasted. Every tear you shed, every moment you waited, and every silent prayer you offered has been gathered in my hands. What seemed like delay was not abandonment. What felt uncertain was not without purpose. I have been guiding your steps with precision, aligning circumstances, and preparing blessings that will unfold at the perfect time. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where you need to be. I know there were moments when you questioned whether your patience would bear fruit. You wondered if your obedience mattered, if your faith was seen, if your quiet endurance had meaning. Hear me now. I have seen it all, and I honor your faithfulness. Even when you could not see me working, I was weaving together events beyond your understanding, shaping a future that reflects my love for you. Take courage, for I am your covering and your protector. No force can remove you from my care. I walk beside you in every season, and my hand rests gently upon your life. When you felt uncertain, I steadied you. When you felt weary, I carried you. When you thought you stood alone, I surrounded you with my unseen presence. What is ahead of you is not confusion, but clarity, not loss, but restoration. The doors that are meant for you will open without struggle, and the opportunities that align with your purpose will arrive with peace. Trust my timing, for it is perfect. What you feared was delayed has been preserved, and what you thought was lost is being restored in ways greater than you imagined. You are still on the path I designed for you. Nothing has derailed your destiny. I am aligning every detail, positioning you for what is to come. The season before you is filled with promise, and the answers you longed for will unfold with gentle certainty. You will look back and understand why certain paths closed and why others opened. In time, you will see my wisdom in every step. Let hope rise within you again. Stand firm in faith, knowing that my promises are unchanging. I am faithful to complete what I have begun in you. You are chosen, you are cherished, and you are deeply loved beyond measure. So breathe, my beloved child, and release your fears into my hands. Trust me with what you cannot yet see. I am with you, guiding you forward, strengthening your spirit, and preparing blessings that will exceed your expectations. You are closer than you think, and what I have promised will surely come to pass. My beloved child, now that you know what was hidden, I invite you into a moment of sacred decision. Release your fears into my hands. Let go of the burdens you were never meant to carry alone. Trust me with your future, your questions, and your uncertainties. You do not need to control what I have already secured for you. Surrender your worries and rest in my promise, for I am guiding every step you take. Choose faith over fear. Choose trust over doubt. Choose peace over striving. Remember what I have revealed to you. Nothing in your life has been accidental, nothing has been wasted, and nothing has been beyond my reach. What you once interpreted as silence was my protection. What you saw as delay was my preparation, and what you feared was loss was, in truth, my loving redirection. You deserve it to know this, and now your heart can rest in understanding. Walk forward with confidence, my beloved child. Trust my timing, for it is perfect. I am aligning what concerns you, opening doors that no one can shut, and restoring what seemed beyond repair. Your future is held securely in my hands, and I am leading you toward peace, clarity, and purpose. Wherever you go, my presence goes with you. You are never alone, never forgotten, and never without my love. Breathe deeply and receive my peace. Let it settle within your spirit like a gentle embrace. I cover you with my grace, surround you with my protection, and fill your heart with calm assurance. Rest tonight knowing that I am working on your behalf. Walk tomorrow with confidence, knowing that I am guiding your path. You deserve it to know, and now you do. Go in peace, my beloved child, and trust that all is unfolding according to my perfect will. My beloved child, as this message has reached your heart, know that it was never meant for you alone. I am calling many of my children from places of silence, fear, and uncertainty, and through this mission, my voice is reaching them like light breaking through the darkness. Every seed you sow becomes a river of hope flowing into weary souls, illuminating hearts that long to hear my love. I declare to you, as it is written, give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. This promise is alive, and I speak it over you now. When you give, you are not supporting a channel. You are opening the heavens for another child to hear my voice. Hear me clearly. I am inviting you into this sacred work. If this message has comforted you, let your gratitude become a seed of light. Through Super Thanks and PayPal, you plant into fertile ground, and your generosity becomes oil in the lamp, fire on the altar, and manna for those who are searching for hope. The PayPal donation link awaits you in the video description, and the QR code stands before you as an open door of obedience. Do not hesitate, for this is a prophetic moment. What you release in faith, I will multiply in blessing. Those who give with love shall reap with joy, and I will pour out favor upon their lives, their homes, and their generations. Your seed will speak for you, and heaven will remember your obedience. Now act, my beloved child. Sow your seed, support this mission through Super Thanks or PayPal, and let my word reach the ends of the earth.